Hi, and welcome to the daily edition of Word from the Street. So today we're going to look at a couple stocks. One is NVDA, and other one would be First Solar, FSLR. So let's look at NVIDIA. Let's try to see what happened yesterday and what happened today. And as you can see on Friday, we had closed for the first time above 250 for the first time at 250, 60, at 40 is what we closed, and that was a big close on Nvidia on Friday. So obviously, when you look at that kind of thing, you would expect a gap up coming on Monday, and you can see that it was getting tighter in this range, and you would expect a gap up. But unfortunately, we had some, bad news from Facebook, which let the market down, causing a massive pullback on Nvidia on no news. So we look at this and we think, why was Nvidia down $12 on no news? But at the same time, when it's dropping 12 bucks, you keep an eye on this because, like I said, it dropped on no news. So it's obviously on your watch list now. You're trying to think, okay, why is it dropping? And yesterday was one of those days where, I had cash, I was mostly cash, and I was waiting and waiting and waiting all day to buy something. I was obviously holding some long positions, which I was red, but I was itching to play something yesterday. I'm like, I have to buy something. This drop is ridiculous. I understand Facebook is down, but no big change in the market. And I look at Nvidia and I'm like, oh look, it's down $12. I look at the news section, no news yesterday, no bad news at least. And then I see this, and I see that they had a conference coming up next week, a nice price target. We also had a price target upgrade last week. So I also had Barron's article saying that buying Nvidia. So I see this and I'm like, oh look, that we got a couple positive articles, and Nvidia is down to the support of 237. And mind you, Nvidia has been the one that is lagging behind in the semis in this whole semi run. We had Intel, we had MU, LRCX, AMAT. All of these were nicely up, but Nvidia has been down, or just consolidating. If you look at the pattern here, it's just nothing, no big runs like you think from Nvidia. When you look at here, it's going from 203 to 249. Perfect, right? I mean, you can see the a big jump in a month. Perfect. So when you look at this and you're like, why isn't this going? Because they have a conference coming, it's been kept down. So you keep an eye. And then when I saw this dip here, and this is just not one indicator. If I look at the SMA lines, the same thing, right? It bounced off that 150 SMA. So that was the second signal that, listen, it bounced off to 37, it bounced off the 50 SMA. What else is there? If we just draw this ascending triangle, same thing. Getting consolidated. It came back to that line, bounced back up. So there was a lot of things that went in this chart. If I look into this option flow that we had yesterday, you can see all these calls getting bought. 323, 250s, 323. It's at 239 yesterday, and you're looking at 250s for this week. These calls were up nicely today, and even today we had some nice flow on this 250s, for this week or next week. So a lot of flow. Chart said buy, and we bought it. And I bought some $242 calls for this week, and I bought some 240s for next week. So I sold my $242 calls today at like around 247, which was a little early because it ran to 251. But I also, but I held on to my 240 calls for next week because they were actually bought for the conference. So that was it. My charts is what I usually play with. This was actually bought. I'm in school. I'm a full-time school student, and I always try to play something from school, try to scalp something. And yesterday was one of those days I was waiting and waiting. Sometimes what you need in the market, like a day like yesterday, when everything is just dropping slowly, 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 is just be patient. Be patient, be patient. And I bought those calls around, I would say around like 2:30. So I waited almost like, entire day to buy something, and I was still red. I closed like $7 positive yesterday on those, and today I was up nicely on those. Um, but yeah, like it's all about being patient sometimes, not jumping into a trade, but at the same time, keep an eye on the stocks like NVIDIA, Facebook, Apple. Those are your big stocks. I mean, those should be always on your watch list. I keep like 15 stocks on my list every single day. I'm watching them every single day. I'm not. I will not play them every time, but I'm trying to watch them because those ones are the ones that, like, I love Alibaba. I would play that every single day, either upside or downside. I try to at least once a day. I would try to scalp it either direction. So there are plays that you should always keep an eye on because those are the ones that are gonna move. And once you get comfortable with those plays, you can play them blindly without even charts. So when I saw this dip, I'm like, what? Like, come on, like no reason for this dip. I have to buy. And that's it. And then at the same time, we have a conference coming next week. So try to I would say try to keep an eye on stocks that that move a lot. Like it went up $10 today. I did not think it would even go up $4 today. So it was just that play that it lucked out, but I will not say luck because I knew that I had to buy here. But the move today lucked out. That's for sure. So learn what I would suggest. What I recommend everybody is be patient before you buy. Know what you're buying. Know why you're buying. Just don't buy it just because somebody said to buy it. That's it. Like you always want to. If I told you, let's say buy NVIDIA 240s, you should go and see. Okay, why is he telling me to buy some NVIDIA 240s, or why is he telling me to buy NVIDIA? Period. Why? And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I see this. I'm sure I see this bounce over here. I see a bounce from that 50 SMA line. Okay, that's why he's buying. I'm seeing this MACD curling up a little bit. Technicals coming into play. Listen, I'm looking at this flow. Okay, he saw this flow. There's a lot of factors, right? That goes into a trade. You just it's money in the end. So you gotta be careful what you're playing, how you're playing. So that was NVIDIA, and I think with today's candle, bullish engulfing candle, this candle should lead it even higher. I'm not saying it's going to, but it should. We've seen the past, right? It's been consolidating in this region. It should rip higher. We had a little nicer volume. We still have good flow today. So yeah, I mean, just know your charts. That's it. I mean, for me, if I don't see my charts, I can't trade. I can't, period. That's just my strength is charts. Everybody has their own strengths. Mine is charts. Like other example is right here. And I want to just take this off because I want to show what I'm seeing here. Not here? Okay. I made a comment yesterday on this. But let's just look at First Solar. Now, if we also had a flow on this yesterday, but I want to talk just charts first, and then I'll take you to the flow. So why is this a good to buy stock? Just look at this region, okay? We see this massive consolidation, resistance, whatever you want to call it. I call it consolidation. Massive for like a month, almost for a month, consolidating. no movement. Great. Pulls back, don't know where to go. So pulls back, spikes, goes. Once it broke it here and closed above it, boom, kept going. That's one thing. Perfect. Then it came back down the same line. Came back down at the same line. Right? Now this is called double bottom. Perfect. Now I did not play this at all. I was busy with school. I missed this play, but I posted this in the chat and on Stock Twits. Keep an eye on it. And it closed here yesterday, which is also, if you look, is a resistance. And once it broke it today, boom, up $1.50, almost $2. So FSLR still had a flow today and yesterday, 73.50. These calls doubled today. These also calls were doubled. I was looking actually to buy this morning, and I just hesitated. Like I wasn't sure. So I couldn't watch my charts. So right there, and this possibly can keep going, and probably hit the 76. And once it breaks 76, it has room to go higher. So this is a perfect example, perfect chart to keep an eye on. Try to find patterns that you see. A nice W, consolidation. You know, this is what you want to look at. And if you even look at this over here, you found a base here. You could have bought it at 67, sold at 71. You know, you could have done this. Could have been played in a lot of different ways, and a lot of different sides. So try to find patterns in your charts. Try to learn charts. Try to narrow your watch list to 15 to 20 stocks that you can watch every single day. Try to be patient. Days like yesterday was a gift. People are like itching at 9:30 a.m. Oh my God, I'm gonna buy something at 10 a.m. or 9:31. No, just wait it out. Let the market give you something. Don't go and look for something. It will give you something and you will find it. That's it. Don't try to jump into something that you feel that just because you have to play today doesn't mean that you have to play. No, you don't have to. Just sit back, watch the market. Something will come to you. Let the stuff come to you. Don't try to go and look for it. That's the thing. So this is all. Well, this video is just about how to find the plays, how to find the patterns. That's it. And again, I'm gonna tell this to you. Keep an eye on NVIDIA for tomorrow, and this week and next week. Because if this breaks over here again today, it didn't close over 250. It struggled. It came down. But once this breaks over here and closes to like 254, 255, this is gonna go. So keep an eye on this. It's not too late, but watch this play because it's ready to go higher. So that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching, and good luck tomorrow in trading.